is valid, and a couple things about this. A lot of times you will see people try to rationalize Edward proposing to Bella with a micro pave pet egg, cheese grater looking Shein engagement ring, by saying that they wanted to make it easy to mass produce because they were going to sell replicas. And that is also valid, because you see that in film a lot. They want to make it easy to produce and cheap because they sell a lot of merch, and that's true. However, we can't even blame any of those things for that, because there were other prototypes for this ring that they designed and were willing to produce. And according to the Eclipse special features, Stephanie rejected all of these designs. So this was one of the rings that Stephanie was shown. This is a lot better. This was also one of them. She didn't like that. And then there was also this one, which I feel is quite similar to the one in the films. It's just a lot nicer. And Stephanie presented them with this illustration that she drew herself and was like, no, it has to look like this. And thus we ended up with the caviar egg dragon slayer shield. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't even credit that. What's crazy is that's not even what Stephanie described in the book. As I always say, the book description says the face was a long oval set with slanting rows of glittering round stones. The band was gold, delicate and narrow. The gold made a fragile web around the diamonds. I've never seen anything like it. We actually know that this is not what Stephanie was picturing when she wrote that description, because this is what her book description described. And we know this because she also worked with a jewelry company to design this book accurate ring, and they sold this. Now, I don't particularly like this egg cluster either, but it's not from Temu, and I can see how that fits the book description. This, we could have cheaply produced literally anything else. Then they changed it in Breaking Dawn, and they made it more raised and even more like an egg, and both were crimes. And what's crazy to me is, like, okay, even you wanted to cheaply produce it, why did the actual prop look cheap? Like, you couldn't make a nice one for the biggest movie of the time?